Hey guys, Kobe, and today we are going to do, I say another, but I mean, the start of a new series. And I'm going to hold back on the Leeds United career mode because I think this one may be slightly more entertaining because instead of a bog standard one. And the Udinese one seems to go down a bit better because my most viewed video is actually my first ever Udinese career mode, which is, I think, around 400 views, which is actually quite good for me with, a channel that's in the under 50 subscribers, which is pretty good. And we going with Newcastle United here, and basically I'm going to call this this series the simulators. Basically this will be a career mode as normal, but I don't play any games, I just simulate them. So you won't actually see any games being played in this. So if you like watching the games, go over to my Udinese career mode. Don't watch all together. Go to my Udinese one because I play on that. But this one I'm just going to be simulating. So if you like watching games being simulated, stay on this channel and this series, and you'll get what you want really. So we just go through the squad report here, just showing a few players I'm trying to get rid of, and a few players I do get rid of. There's a few players on loan like this guy, and a few youngsters in there. I make a few signings this time, and I actually get to our first match in the Premier League. I do all the simulating of the pre-seasons, but we get to our first match in the league, which is a very tough opponent. I'm just going to leave it as that. But our first inquiry is Danny Ings, who has 12 months remaining, his value 1.3. Then we get to Lacazette, and next Laporte, who is very good, who's around the 80 rated, and then the Stasic from Man City, obviously. And we advanced a few days. So Danny Ings, they want 3.9 mil. I didn't really want to pay too much over the valuation of him, as he only had 12 months remaining on his contract, and he was a low 70s player. So I just went in 1.9 million and see what they come back with. And the Stasic, they asked for 7 million, and I asked for about 4 million. See what they may do, may accept it, may not. They may feel nice, but we go back and wait for a response. And they come back for inquiries from Lacazette. They want 23.5 million. We don't have that much, so we're going to have to drop it down. So I make it to 13.5 million and see what they come back with. And Laporte, I just think 29 million, there's no point. But they Burnley say it's unacceptable, so we bid 2.4 million for Danny Ings, which is a bit over what he's actually worth, but nevertheless we just pay that much because he's going to be our sort of second striker. And then we just delete the message for Nastasic, and then we put in a bid here for 15 million for Lacazette, or Lacazetti, I'm not sure what it is, but we place that bid in there. And then Burnley come back and they actually accept it, and we offer Danny Ings a contract of an important 4-year and 15 grand contract a week. And then he actually accepts it, and we get an international management warning thing, and then we accept it. So Newcastle first signing is Danny Ings, so I think that's a pretty solid start, and hopefully many more to come. So Lacazette, we offer him a contract here for which is 5 years, a crucial 70 grand. He will be one of our highest paid, and he will be one of our most expensive, and he does actually accept it. He's worth around about 7 million, but he will obviously grow because he is only 23 and he has a lot of potential. So that we just put him in the team, see how it goes. And then new signing arriving, Alexander Lacazette, or Lacazette. I don't call him Lacazette, but we put Colaccini and Pabasise on the transfer list because they're quite old. We don't really need them, but then we get a transfer offer for Colaccini from Manchester United. But even though no one really likes him, we just thought, if we're going to get money for him, might as well get the money now. But then we put in a query for Zakir Bakali, I think his name is, 12 months remaining. And then we get a transfer offer for Everton, and we asked for 7 million for the first, because he is actually worth 4.6. That's sort of like what you sort of get him for, sort of that, like a 5 million player. You usually get him for about 7 million, which is half decent. And then we asked for him for that much, and then PSV only want 650k for Bakali. I think I'm just calling that. And then we put an inquiry for Raheem Sterling, who Liverpool usually let go quite cheaply, to be honest. Which obviously they wouldn't in real life, but on the game they seem to. So I'm not going to blame that. And then they come back with 13 million, and we bid just under 10 million. Because he is worth about 8.5 because he was already scouted before, so I sort of know that, even though I'm not trying to spoil it, but he is worth 8.5 million. But they come in for a £6 million bid for Everton do for Pablo, and we just accept it because we just thought, well, might as well get the money. Same with Colaccini before he starts downgrading and we get less money. So we give Bakali a contract of 4 years, £7,000 rotational player, and then Liverpool accept for 10 million, and then we give him a 4-year, 80,000 crucial first team player. And the amount of bids coming in for Bakali, they were just telling us. It must have been about 10. Crystal Palace were in there, a few other teams. Sunderland, I think, put a bid in. Hull put a bid in, and that was, well, they sort of got quite a lot there. So Bakali actually does accept ours, and he just joins the Newcastle changing rooms, and he will be in our team very soon. So we actually sell Pablo there, and then we inquire for a few centre backs: Gimenez, Gabriel, and Bruma. And then we get Newcastle sign Sterling for 10 million off, obviously Liverpool, which is very good. And then we come back with the inquiries from all the centre backs because we need a centre back. Williamson got injured. I don't know if he's shown it yet, but he got injured in one of the games, and we need to replace it because now we've only got Yang and Biwa, who is very good, very sweaty, and he's quite young, but we need. I was trying to get 2 of these at least, and you may know the 2 that I'll get, but they're all very young, all very good, decent potential, so there's nothing wrong with going with any of them. But obviously if they're around the same sort of ratings, I'm obviously going to go with the cheaper ones, if you know what I mean, and that's how I did. But Newcastle going to their next game is a home game against Lazio, which we simulate and lose 2-1. And yeah, as I say, Taylor gets injured for it's only 2 weeks, so he's only out till the start of the season really. And then we put a £4.1 million bid in for Jeffrey Bruma from PSV, who we've actually got Bakali off of. And then we put in a £3.2 million bid for Gimenez, who actually has really good potential. He starts at about 71. I know this because of Foothead and Sophie, for whatever websites you want to use. And then Gabriel, they say they want 4.2, but they actually say on the first thing 3.9, so we just bid 3.2 again. Same with Jimenez, or whatever he's called, and we wait for them to come back. So PSV actually accept as well, and we offer a contract in a bit, I think, but we offer them together, and yeah, we just offer him 25,000. I think I accidentally put 5 clean sheet bonus, and then 4-year important first team player. So he was our first one, and then we get the 2 accepts on the other clubs, and then we get given contracts as well. 4 years, 25,000 important. I think that happened on both, but as you can tell in a minute on Gabriel's contract, who actually plays for Arsenal now, he only gets 20,000 because that's how much he was getting at the other clubs, but he's now an important. And Arsenal got him, and he's now 77 on Ultimate Team, but we decided to go with Jimenez, who is sort of the youngest and probably has the most potential, and we go with, I was struck to which one to get, but we only really had enough money to get Gabriel, so we just got him instead. And Bruma would have been good, but we got him, so we had to reject Bruma. But tell me if you guys like the video, like it, subscribe, and well, hopefully you enjoy it, and see you next time. See ya.